I feel like I want to talk to men too, and like I'm going to give y'all so much permission to fucking learn and advance to where we are as women. Like, we doing the work. Men are not doing the work, and I'm going to say it. Y'all not doing the work. And let me just say this too. Y'all don't know shit about pussy. It's one of your favorite things. It's one of your favorite things. You don't know shit. I don't understand how you don't know shit about pussy. Or if your dick is working properly.
What should we know though?
First of all, go to the doctor, put your nuts in a doctor's hand and cough to the fucking left. Find out what's wrong with your dick first. There's a lot of, no, I'm being very honest. Right. I've been hooking up.
Okay. All right. That was enough. I don't know where to start with this one. All I know is I'm going to lose a lot of followers after this one. And to be honest, I don't care. So what we're going to address first is the coughing to the left thing. The coughing to the left thing, that's actually the check for hernias, right? There are 4 types of hernias. You got your inguinal, you got your femoral, you got your hiatal, you got your incisional. Your inguinal and your femoral are both for groin type hernias, right? The other 2, not so much so. Fellas, if things are not going right down there, I have a list of supplements and the right foods and the right treatments to get you straight down there. I always promote better sexual health for men, right? Also, if you're going to get your sexual health re-examined, you need to check your hormones. And the best way to get your hormones checked and to make sure everything is like copacetic down there and in your body, and your body is in a homeostatic state, is by getting the Dutch hormone test. I'm gonna say this first, or second, I should say. In the realm of sex education, and as a certified sexologist myself, my presence is dwarfed in the presence of women in my field, right? In this specific field, my presence is dwarfed. That means that there are little to none of us actually educating people in the realm of sex, consent, sexual mental health, and all of the multimodal prefectures under that specific headline. In the realm of sex education, a lot of the times when we hear sex education to us, it's under the guise of women. It's under the guise of pleasing women. It's under the guise of educating women. And it's more times educating women about women. And I'm going to say that I try to keep the scale balanced when it comes to educating people. And I try to push for men advocating for their own pleasure, because a lot of the times in sex, we don't necessarily get our space to be able to express ourselves and our needs if it's not centered around, and this is in a heterosexual dynamic, if it's not centered around female pleasure, then a lot of the times it falls on deaf ears. Let's just be honest. A lot of the times when we look at it and we see it online, we see a lot of women talking about women, and we see a lot of women empowering women, which I see nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to put your platform as a equally balanced educational platform, you need to center female and male pleasure in a heterosexual dynamic. When I say the scales are unbalanced, especially in the realm of sex education, I don't see a lot of advocating for male pleasure. I don't see a lot of advocating for the education on male anatomy and the things that are pleasurable to us. Especially in the Black community, I don't see a lot of exploratory education or visuals when it comes to things that are not female pleasure centered, aka, prostate stimulation, perineum massages, lingam massages, all of the things that kind of center around male pleasure or the male anatomy. A lot of the times it's under the guise of, well, you're a man, you're going to be able to release anyway, so it always happens for you. So there's no need to really address what men need. But men need to know about us. And I think that's problematic. And then a lot of the times when we hear us brought up in these sexual education spaces, a lot of the times it's under the guise of being lambasted, berated, made fun of, or you men are having intercourse like 13-year-old boys. And a lot of the times, as a man, to hear that doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. And a lot of the times that can affect how men show up when it comes to pleasuring one another in the bedroom in a heterosexual dynamic, right? And then on top of that, men, I know for sure on the internet right now, I mean, the over sexualization of the female body may turn you off. It may desensitize you. There's too much overstimulation or hyperstimulation when it comes to the images that may turn men on. And if men are constantly being bombarded, even if you're not, because I'll just say it like this. If you're on the internet as a man and you get on Instagram, you go on the explore page and all you see is shaking cheeks. All you see is cleavage in your face. So a lot of the times men are being desensitized in that realm of experiencing life, visually stimulated. Men, yes, you need to drink water. Men and women need to drink water because there are clients of mine, female and male, that are not hydrated and they want to know why things are not working correctly. Women, you're not going to get wet if you don't have any water in your body. Men, you're not going to get proper blood flow if you don't have any water in your body to pretty much fill up those veins to give you that nice, firm, rock hard member down there. What we need to do is open the line of communication and be open to hear each other and open the floor up to having an equally balanced conversation and being able to hold each other accountable. That's a thing that I don't see a lot of. We're not holding each other accountable and holding space for accountability. And with that accountability, I will say that people need to humble themselves. You're not the end all be all. Just because, there are music videos and there's social media to say that you are the ish and nobody can't tell you anything, that doesn't reflect on your actual life. You guys, be as good to yourselves as you are to others. And I hope we can spark a good conversation with this think piece. And yeah, all right, you guys, I'll check you guys the next time. Hope you guys tune in.